Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 1st of October. In this update, October's here and bringing with it a suite of changes. The government's been called on to share a slice of visitor fees with councils. The International Visitor Conservation and Tourism Levy is increasing from $35 to $100 today. Local government in New Zealand wants some of what's collected given to councils to spend only on tourism. President Sam Broughton says too often ratepayers having to stump up the costs.
In the Mackenzie, we know that 1% of their rates increase this year was due to needing just to clean the public toilets.
Other changes kicking in from today will see pay parity no longer extended to ECE relief teachers. And people misusing disabled car parks will be stung with a harsher fine. Penalties for abusing mobility parks have been hiked fivefold to $750. As well, free supplies of COVID-19 rat tests come to an end today, despite the virus still being an issue within the community, with around 50 people a week being hospitalised. The tests help to distinguish COVID-19 from other respiratory infections so people can self-isolate. Otago University Professor of Public Health Michael Baker says life-saving antiviral treatments can only be given to positive cases, so it's important everyone has access to tests. And a suite of new funded medical treatments are available today, extending and improving patients' lives. Pharmac funding's kicking in for cancer drugs Keytruda and Opdivo, as well as insulin pumps and continuous glucose monitors. Patient Voice Aotearoa Chair Malcolm Mulholland says the cancer drugs will lengthen the lives of those mostly with stage 4 cancers. He says about 18,000 type 1 diabetics receiving a CGM won't have to rely on frequent finger prick tests anymore.
For some, it will mean that their lives will be saved because as soon as the CGM alert that the insulin levels are too low, they will be able to be self-injected.
Hopes New Zealanders will warm up to the idea of more road tolls. The government is switching gears and focusing on infrastructure in the year's fourth quarter. It's laid out 43 goals, including looking into increasing the use of road tolling. Infrastructure NZ Chief Executive Nick Leggett understands it may take time for some motorists to get used to it.
But if we can produce better quality assets, get people to where they need to go faster and a stronger and more productive economy, I think Kiwis will come around to that.
House prices remain subdued for the sixth month. The latest One Roof Velocity House Value Index shows the national property price hit $957,000 at the end of September, down 1.1%. One Roof editor Owen Vaughan says despite the gloomy outlook, a survey shows 40% of people are confident the market will improve in the next 12 months. And he says the survey points towards a recovery, but how strong it will be remains unclear. In sport, Melbourne prop Nelson Asofa-Solomona will sit out Sunday's NRL Grand Final against Penrith, unable to downgrade his dangerous tackle charge at the judiciary. Both Luna Rossa and Ineos Britannia have led respective races from start to finish to keep the America's Cup Challenger Series final level at 3-3. The Black Ferns are coming to terms with a shock defeat to Ireland to start their campaign at Rugby's WXV in Vancouver. And finally, Dikembe Mutombo, one of the best defensive players in the NBA history, has died of brain cancer aged 58. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.